Hi everyone! So I had done these earlier where I glued little bat wings onto my paper dolls. So I wanted to play with them and see if maybe I'd make a card out of them or just layer them up maybe for like an album cover or something. So I cut just the smidge off of this one right here. And she cut out fine, and then I did paint her eyes red. And then when I was doing this lady's, and I was just eyeballing it, I put it on my cutting, my paper trimmer. And then I just kind of like lined it up like this. So I didn't even measure it. But when I was cutting this one, you see this one tore. So my blade is dull. So instead of trying to trim it off to make it even, I wanted to show you if you end up with like a mistake, think of it as a happy accident and how can you fix it to make it work. So this came out torn. Guess what? No problem. We are just going to rough up the edges even more and act like we intended for it to be all ripped and torn and ugly like that. So I'm just taking the edge of my scissors and I'm kind of like folding it up. So you see like it kind of comes up. So I'm kind of like pushing from the bottom and kind of like pushing up as I drag my scissors. And then I'm hoping that it'll snag like, get snagged somewhere to like make another like little like cut in there. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, you know, don't worry if something doesn't work out. Just act like it was intended. Like right there, I didn't mean to rip it that much. I wanted to do a little rip, but we are going to leave it. And then I kind of like saw in there a little bit too, just to kind of rough it up a little bit more. So I'm going to finish off this paper and then we'll work on it some more. Okay, this is what the edges of my paper looks like now that I took my scissors to it. And then right here, I just kind of curled where it ripped. So like right here, I have another one where it ripped. So I'm just going to like take my fingers and kind of just like rock it back and forth and get it to curl. Maybe tear it a little bit more up here. And again, just give it a little rocking back and forth to kind of loosen up that paper and get it to look the way I want. So I think that's good. And then here's my lady. So now I need to figure out what I want to do with the rest of her. So I brought out my glass mat because I wanted to spray it. And then I just realized it doesn't work anymore. The spray must be clogged. If anybody knows how to unclog it, please let me know. Or do I just have to rebottle it? I don't know. So I'm going to see if I can like splatter it on then, even though that's not the look I really wanted. I wanted more of like a spray everywhere. I think I got more on me than the paper. Okay. So we're going to leave that there. Let that dry off. And I got a bunch over here. I think what I'm going to do, I have my other paper. I think I'm going to just like dab it on to try to pick up some of this other paint. That way we don't waste any of it. I don't even know if that's showing up. Is that working? Let's just rub it all in there then. It's not really like showing up like the splatters like it did on the other paper. We'll just rub it all. Oh, you can actually see like the little shimmer. I like it. I think that came out good. So now I have two styles. I have my little spotted one over here that I'm going to let dry. Then I have this one where I just like rubbed in the little silver. So I like how that looks. So those are good. And then I did go through my sticker book that I got from Joann's this year. And then I found little sayings. So this one says the young girl became possessed. I think that one will work good with the girl. And then the other one says Rosalie ultimately lost her mind, which I'm going to use for her. So we're going to do that. But I also want to decorate them. So I don't know if I want to add like little rosy cheeks or color in their dress. So I'm going to see what else I have in my stash that we could do with these. anyone else ever try to transfer their expensive glue to a little bottle and then you spill it and then you just want to cry because you're like, that's $1 right there. Like, look, it's dripping down the bottle. It's right here. I'm like, that's $1 worth of glue that's now just wasted. I'm so sad. I'm thinking about dipping the ladies so I can glue them down and try to salvage some of the glue. Just had to share my oopsie. Okay, so I took my little girl and I cut her hands away so that way they fold up. And then now what I'm going to do is I got some of this little lacy bit from my stash that was gifted to me. And I'm going to layer this up and make this be her skirt. So I got my hot glue gun on. That should be ready to go. And then we are going to just go ahead and glue this down. Okay, so I'm going to take just a real little bit of glue, just right here, right at the edge of her dress. Just so I can kind of get it started. I don't want to put the whole thing down and then it not be in the right spot. So I still got to be careful with all this glue mess that I did. So I'm just going to lay it down right there, right at the edge. Then just go ahead and press that down. Now I want to make sure that I didn't go too high, which I didn't, because then I'm going to add a little bit of black ribbon right here, like at her waistband. So we're going to put that there. You know what? I'm going to take this glue mess that I did, and I'm going to rub the glue on here. That way I can use some of that instead of using hot glue. I feel like the hot glue might show up since that is a little bit thinner. So I'll put that like that there. Okay, take my little wipey here, clean off my hand. I'm going to take off this little bit of glue right here off my little cutting glass mat. That way it gives me a little bit more room to work with. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with this one. We're going to add a little bit of glue. I want this ruffle a little bit higher. So I think I'm going to go for about here. I don't know if you can see this, maybe like a little 1/4 of an inch in between the two pieces. So I'm just going to add just a real light layer of hot glue right there, just so we can get that little seam bit down. Right there. Perfect. Then we're going to tuck the rest under her arms. Perfect. I think that's going to look good. Okay. So I'm going to take some more of this glue. Move her arms a little bit. Okay, you can see I need a little bit more glue over here for that first layer. We're just going to go ahead and add some glue here. Push that down. Just rub in some more glue down over here for that second layer. And then this should all dry clear, so I'm not too worried about it. Then we're going to push that up right there. So that's what we got it looking like right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim away all the extra from the back. I'm just going to go right there. Cut that away. And then you want to make sure that if you did what I did, I'm protecting her hand to make sure that I don't cut her arm or her hand off. So just going to go right on the edge there, cut that off. So there's her little dress so far. Now let me grab the other little piece that I'm going to put right at her waistband. So I just recently hauled this really thin ribbon from Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to just kind of rub it in that glue right there. It should be enough. And then go under her arms and tuck that in. So it looks like it's part of the skirt there. Just take away some of that extra glue there. Make sure it's all nice and even. I think we're good there. And then again, I'm going to do the same thing. Just go from behind and just snip off the little extra piece that we don't need. And then we're just going to let her go ahead and dry. So once it's dry, we should be all good and you shouldn't be able to see any of that glue. So now I'm going to go ahead and just hot glue her down. I don't know what else to add to this. I don't know if I should get like some little flowers or some bling out. So I'll put her there in the middle. I think I should pop these up. I think that would be good with some pop dots and raise up the little wording there. Oh, I wonder if these are too big. Let's see. Go ahead and dunk it in my little extra glue there since I have it. Oh no, that should work. Okay. We're going to pop those up. And then let me know, what else would you add to her? I don't know. I feel like it needs something. Oh, I know. What if I had got some Tim Holtz crackle paste in Hobby Lobby clearance. I think it was crackle paste. I should pull that out. So I'm planning to put this something like this. Maybe a little bit of like paste in here. I think that might work. Okay. I'll put her aside. Let's see. Did this one dry already? Oh, these are dry. Okay. Put those there. I want her to go about here. Yeah, I think I'll put her there towards the bottom. Oh, maybe I should put something hanging out of her hand. Like, she has her little fist hanging down right there. So we'll glue her down. What can I put here? Like maybe like a little skull or something. Let's see, she lost her mind. What would she have? Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing with these. Put these up on foam. I guess this was like a little happy accident because I still used my extra glue that I had spilled. Oops, I just got glue all over that. Good thing for white bees. Okay, let me see what else I can add to these. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up my video here. I don't know what else to add. I'm kind of stuck. I even pulled out some feathers, but I just didn't know what to do with those. Let me know down below in the comments, what else would you add to these? Should I add some flowers? Maybe like on this side, should I get some bling? Should I look for some spiders? Should I look for that like texture paste and put some of that on here? Let me know down below in the comments. What would you add to these? And I did cut out little backgrounds for them in this glitter paper, which I think looks really nice. It matches how I layered up the little sentiments. I haven't glued them down yet, just in case I do need to add something else to it. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and we'll see you later. Bye, guys.